All right. In the last session, the party faced off against the goblins that they were tasked with killing. But after realizing that it was going to be a little more difficult than they expected, they made a tactical retreat, being chased by the goblins for a certain distance until they just stopped chasing. As it was later in the day, and the party was not doing very well, they decided to call it a night and rest until the next day. When they woke up, Ankh decided to check his auto carriage, and it appeared to have been sabotaged. And while Ankh was repairing it, you were approached by a group of people wearing white and golden cloaks, claiming to be the children of the light, worshippers of the god Phaedra. The priest that was with them convinced the party to follow them to the Holy Hills by telling them that they were in need of assistance and that they would be able to figure out some way of paying them, though the party followed with caution, or at least were warned to follow with caution by Phyllis, who does not like this area for good reason. The party was led into the Holy Hills to a massive cathedral in the center of town, where they met the leader of this sect of the Children of the Light, Leornin, who, as the party came in, seemed extremely, well, as you'd expect from a leader of a cult sect, kind of full of himself and very confident in his own abilities, until he noticed Kretzel. And as the party came up to him, he took them to a private chamber to have a conversation, where he confronted them, claiming that, asking them if they were sent by his father. The party said no. He believed them somehow and asked them to help deal with thugs that were causing problems in town. The party decided to think this over. Leornin left, locked the door behind him, and the party decided to leave, that they wanted to leave, but the door was locked. They heard a sound behind a cupboard, and a halfling man named Chuck appeared from the cupboard. He helped them get out and introduced himself, saying that he was part of a kind of rebel cell trying to free the village from this cult. The party worked with him to break back into the church, the party being Kretzel, to steal a journal that had information that Leornin did not want getting out. In the journal, the party discovered that Leornin is actually a half-dragon, not a human, which the the Children of the Light's big thing is humans are the only pure race. The party decided to attempt to blackmail Leornin to expose him, and okay, random spell save.
My bad.
But that's essentially where we leave off after the party sends 2 letters off, one along with Leornin's journal, to Eastall, to the Dragon Brigade, the other back to Centralia to the Adventurers Guild to try to get help from Shulkus and update him on what's going on. So we are now here in the cellar of the Light's Rest. After, I believe, Kretzel just basically said his idea for blackmailing Leornin. If we want to continue off, Kretzel, is there anything? Do you want to remind what the plan is?
Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to blackmail that priest fucker to come out in the woods with his posse and meet with us. Then we're going to take some molten metal that Onk is going to prepare for me and splash that on him. If he lives, he's part dragon. If he instantly dies, no harm, no foul.
And with... So we got to write another letter to blackmail him into coming into the woods. You planning on sneaking back into the church to drop that off then?
Oh, I don't need to sneak all the way into the church. I just go around back, throw the letter in the window.
I suppose that'll work. No telling how
If
long
they
it's going to
repaired the
take them to
window,
find it.
I just break it again.
All right. I suppose you're doing that then? I mean, exposing the truth and maybe breaking his trust with the cultists, that might cause just enough chaos for us to take the village back if we had enough fighters. But I mean, most of these folk don't look like fighters to me.
Who says we have to fight to take it back? We prove to them their religion's wrong by exposing him, and we get them to realize, oh, maybe all creatures aren't that bad. I mean, obviously dragons are superior, but the rest of you lesser folks are equal.
We might not be able to convince them their religion is wrong, but we might convince them that keeping the halflings under control is too taxing on their concentration, allowing them to be subverted by the dragons.
Yeah, something like that.
We could make the case that they need to leave to focus on themselves and their own order because they've been corrupted.
It could work.
Asking them to leave after disposing their leader would force them to leave in shame.
It's not a bad plan. If it works out that way, that is. Suppose we could try it?
God.
Alright. Well, I suppose we'll figure out a spot in the woods and then get it all done.
Couldn't be that hard. But we needed to be convincing with the letter. Can I rip out a random page and put it in the letter?
I think we already sent the journal. I did copy the important bits. It's in common, so we should all be able to read it, unless you can't read.
You think Kretzel's stupid that he can't read? I am stupid, but I can at least read.
Couldn't read the
Sometimes.
Draconic. At least you knew it was Draconic. That would have been very sad if you didn't.
We should take some of that stuff you copied down and put that in the letter for him.
I thought that was the plan.
Crutchell is just standing there with his mouth half open. You just hear the Windows dial-up tone.
Alright. So, Onk and I find a spot in the woods, or do we all want to find a spot in the woods? Gotta find a spot to actually meet. There was a clearing not that far.
I'm sure our halfling friends can find a suitable meet point that they pretty much have scouted out as an ambush point with.
Well, Chuck left to get these letters off to where they need to go. Other than that, there might be someone willing to help. There's probably about 3 other halflings in the cellar right now, doing their own thing, basically ignoring you at this point.
Well, are we really going to have to fight, though? I mean, as much as I want to fight. Are we just going to be like, meet our demands? Meet us here, we will tell the demands. Bring your posse.
Well, if the plan works...
And then we dump lava on him.
If the plan works, then hopefully the only one we'll have to fight is probably Leornin. But if it doesn't work, there's a good chance we're gonna have to fight him and the group he brings with him.
Oh, come on. What are the odds that his entire group are also half-dragons?
Not likely.
But if even one more is a half dragon and they kill the rest.
And one of the halflings kind of pops his head in. If you're looking for help, we could always try to sneak in and get that new prisoner that they brought in earlier today.
No prisoner?
Yeah, they brought someone in wearing robes, and he had a fancy little design on it. Looked a lot like that image you got on your shield there. He points at Phylus's shield with the emblem of Eastall's Dragon Brigade.
Do we see a snap away cutscene?
No.
Ankh is just gonna go, priest! Friend of yours, Ankh?
They tried to say all priests know each other. That wouldn't technically Ankh know all of the priests here.
There's a chance.
Anyways, if he is from the Dragon Brigade, from the design on his robes, he might be able to help us. But Dragon Brigade wearing robes, that's new to me. Just telling you what I saw. So, break into the dungeon again and free this guy? Or...
Agreed.
do you need me to be to distract?
You could, You still got that explosive on, mate?
I still got the bomb.
You could set
Kretzel
that.
just starts tossing it back up and down.
I'd be more
Nearly
careful
trips
with
and
it
drops
than
it
that.
before he holds it again.
Ark is casting guidance repeatedly.
Make a dexterity saving throw. All right. You can add guidance to that too. Anyways, you don't drop the bomb. So we can break in, free the prisoner from their dungeon. Well, Kretzel delivers the message and perhaps gives them a little bit of a surprise.
You can just throw the bomb through one window and then throw the letter through a different one.
Well, you don't want the bomb and the letter to be in the same window, otherwise they're probably not going to read the letter. It's kind of hard to read burned paper.
Now I'm just imagining Kretzel putting the letter on top of the bomb as he sets the detonator and runs away.
I was imagining that the moment I suggested this.
Legion of rock. That way I can tie the letter to it.
Oh,
Letter with rock. Go into office window. Bomb. Other window.
All right, rock through the window with the letter, bomb through the window on the other side. All right, meanwhile, Onk and I go down to the cellar, or to the dungeon, and free their new prisoner. Are any of us
I
good
make
with
the
picks?
distraction.
Lock picks.
I'm not good with a lockpick, but I can punch out the center of a lock with my smith's tools pretty well.
Well, I
And I'm
suppose
not
that'll
sure
have to
that I
do.
even have a crowbar. I think I have a crowbar as well.
A crowbar would probably do it. I did catch a glimpse of the cell locks when we went through the first time, so. Alright, sounds like
You're
a plan to
acting
me.
like you can't just pry the bars apart. I've seen your arms.
I mean, you are pretty big for a little guy.
I'm just imagining Onk's arms look like the fucking anchor arms from SpongeBob.
You know those memes where you see the eagle running around with the arms and the beer can and the
Yeah,
AK-47 and yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty much
that's it.
accurate reference.
Except a goose.
Just got Popeye arms on this big chubby goose body. They're
I
very
love it.
animated. Takes them around a lot. He's usually
Alright.
got a hammer in one hand from the smithy.
I'm thinking we should probably use a clearing I saw in the woods while we were walking here with the cultists for our meetup area. All we need to do is finish writing this blackmail letter and get the job done.
Works for me.
Agreed.
All right. And he writes out a letter, puts the copied entries from the journal alongside it to so that they're together, and puts it on a rock, just kind of straps it to the rock with a little bit of rope, and hands it to Kretzel. All right. As soon as we hear the explosion, we'll make our way in and free the prisoner. All right. Now, I need to slightly edit some battle maps. Kretzel, as you make your way to the back of the cathedral, you notice that the window that you broke through before is boarded up a little bit.
Which one? I broke through two.
I forgot about that. Both of them are boarded up a little bit. Let me fix some stuff and... Alright. I'm going to move Kretzel to this one. And we'll wait there for now. Give me a second. I had this set up for a different scenario, and I've got to change it a little bit. All right. That window that you are currently right beside Kretzel is boarded up, but these boards are nothing to you. I won't even have you roll a strength check. I know. Hello? Did a thing just happen? Yep. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, the thing that just happened is called Chrome is taking up 50% of my memory for no reason.
Jeez. Anyways.
To actually realize how bad that is, I have 64 gigs of RAM.
Jesus. Yeah, that is too much.
I'm restarting Chrome real fast.
Okay. Did you hear my whole... I'm assuming you didn't hear...
I heard Kretzel is next to a window.
All right.
And that was it.
The boarded up window that you are next to, the boards... I know Kretzel. You know Kretzel. These boards are nothing to Kretzel. I'm not even going to have you make a strength check to pull them off. Or you could walk up to the other window, break it too, and then throw the bomb in the next one.
I'm going to do one better. I'm just going to straight up chuck the bomb through the window, breaking it with the bomb.
Okay.
That's
so
going to make some noise for him.
You're going to throw the bomb into his bedroom and the rock into his office?
Exactly.
Got it.
What could possibly go wrong?
All right. You throw the bomb through the window. And it shatters the glass. I'm going to do something that I've seen other people do. I'm going to make a luck roll real quick. Essentially, you want it to be over a 10. You want it to be over a 10. A straight D20 roll. An 18. Okay. The bomb flies through the window. And it ignites in that room, causing a large explosion, or not a large explosion, a smaller explosion, but big enough to damage a lot of the stuff in the room where it lands.
And Kretzel just walks over to the office and throws the rock with the note in there.
All right. Okay, Ankh and Phyllis, you hear the explosion. signaling you to go in. I'm going to... I did not move my thing over there, so... You come into the hidden hallway into the underneath of the cathedral. All right, I think I'll remember the way through. Can you control Ankh, Skylar? Is it loaded well enough for you to actually move things?
I've got a black screen for the map.
Try
I'm on
zooming out and see if you could find your... I'm gonna check one more thing.
No.
You've got vision. You don't have dark vision, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Here, let me move you forward a little bit. I think there's a torch. Okay, there is a torch there. Let me focus ping, and if it brings you to... And still nothing? Did you leave the thing right when I did that?
I did it a minute before, but pretty much it's loading and it's doing stuff. It's doing good stuff.
Can you
I see
see?
a white screen. See a white screen with 2 names on it, 2 health bars.
That is lovely.
That's not good enough though. Can someone share
Yeah,
screen or
Ace, can
something?
you share the screen?
Yep, already on it.
Technical
Although I don't have
difficulties.
vision either,
Oh, yeah.
because I don't have a token there.
I'm going to quickly give Ace control of your character so that you can see. Maybe, if I can remember how to do that really quick.
Roll20 was just being laggy in general.
Can you see it now, Ace?
Yes.
Okay.
I can see Ankh.
Phyllis went around the corner.
Well, it is lagging as I try to move it, but I can move it.
It's probably just the size of the map. Alright. It should be... I should have just dropped you guys in the dungeon. Oh well. Alright. Go through seeing the normal stuff. Empty hallways with torches splitting off into certain areas to add confusion if anyone does end up finding this place. But since you have traveled through it once before, and Phyllis was keeping enough attention to remember the way through, it's pretty easy to find your way through. And since, you know, Roll20 knows that you've traveled through here before, just placed him right on. And you...
Oh.
And the door opens into the dungeon. As you see a man with longer hair, and he has fairly nice robes, blue and red in color, with the emblem of Eastall's Dragon Brigade on the chest of the robe.
Okay, yeah, that's 100% roll 20 that's having the lag issues.
Yeah.
I'm running a
the
speed
gods.
test. That's 80 megabits download, 60 megabits upload. I think it's roll 20.
Probably. Alright. By the gods. There is someone from the Dragon Brigade down here. When did we get robes? Yo. Thank the gods. Can you get me out of this cage, please? These people seem to have not gotten word that magic is no longer outlawed and have taken me in for witchcraft. Witchcraft? You're a mage? Part of a new initiative with the Dragon Brigade. Yes. Oh, might be more useful than I thought. Onk, you got this this door over here?
Yeah, I'm gonna start working on the door. Whipping out my crowbar
Alright.
and prying on it. And of course my shit just
Of course it did. When you get back on, make a Smith's Tools check.
I'm assuming I have proficiency and strength.
Proficiency and strength, yes. That's what I'm going with for this one.
20 for 27.
Nice. You got a name there? My name is Jonathan. Jonathan Lampert. Well, Jonathan, we should have you out and... As the lock breaks off and the door kind of just slightly pops open. Thank the gods you showed up when you did. I'm sure they would have executed me, or at least something. Not sure what they would have done, but I know it wouldn't have been good. Oh. Your help might be useful in what we're planning here, so... Planning? What are you planning here? Well, I think we should probably make our way back to the cellar before they found out we're down here. By the way, Kretzel, how long do you stay after throwing the rock in? Do you just, you throw the bomb, throw the rock, and just take off, or?
Pretty much.
Alright, I'm going to have you make a stealth check.
And we
Uh-oh.
get...
Alright. Anyways.
Apparently
we'll
Kretzel was laughing a little too loudly when he ran off.
We'll continue. We'll fill you in on the plan when we get back. Let's head out, Onk. And I'm not going to have you guys travel through the thing again. I'm just going to bring you back to the Holy Hills map and say you guys get back to the... you guys head out the tunnels, and you see Kretzel running off. Kretzel, as you make your way away from the Church of Light, you hear a few of the cultists shout, "There he is! He's getting away!" And you see a few of them jump out behind you, what do you do in this situation?
I'm gonna cast Fireball. No, I'm gonna do my special Firebolt cantrip.
All right. I will allow you
I
to make 2 attack rolls as you are keeping out of their range, so they can't really do much.
I'm not even gonna attack them. I'm gonna attack the grass at their feet to try and burn it and make a bit of a smoke cover for me to get away.
This is late fall.
Yeah, that should be cold but dry.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just make another. You light the grass in front of them. And it catches for a second, but they quickly put it out and continue chase.
Well, you said I had 2 attacks, so I'm gonna go for a second try of that.
You're gonna try the same thing again?
Yes. Come on, baby.
Okay,
show me
this
the
time
money.
it works. This time it works very well. You hit just the right patch of grass as it bursts into flame, creating a bunch of smoke, and it starts catching other grass, and they instantly have to turn their attention from you onto this fire, this grass fire that has started. You have one guy after you. Are you going straight for the Light's Rest, or are you trying to lose them, or are you going to try to kill them?
I should have. I have multiple javelins. I am going to throw a javelin and try to just get him to fuck off. Just hit him as hard as I can with
Roll
that.
to hit.
Fuck. How do I roll for? I forget how I do the roll for like a thrown attack.
Javelins, I believe, are strength based. It should be the same. It should be on there. If you. I think javelins are the same for both melee and thrown. If they even have a melee. Do they have a melee? I don't think they're typically used as melee. But I think they're the same for both.
They have a melee attack.
I'd love to freaking...
Yep,
there.
Same modifier for attack roll and damage roll that you would use for a melee attack.
Yeah, so... Oh, you don't have javelins in your attack thing. That's why.
Yeah, I just had it as inventory.
Ah, okay.
That's okay. I can quickly add it. If, I don't spell it wrong. That's 1d6. Alright, so I just do that.
A 20 hits. Roll damage. This guy takes a javelin to the... he takes a javelin to the shoulder. It looks like it hurts a lot to him, but he stands back up, looks towards you for a second, and then runs away. He's got a javelin sticking through his shoulder. He's not going to continue fighting. It's one guy versus you.
Can I shout out after him?
Sure.
Next one's going in your dick!
You hear a slight, what the fuck? As he runs away. All right. You make it back to, you all make it back to the Light's Rest. Ankh and Phyllis have the prisoner with them. Anyone have anything specific they want to say when they get back? This is slightly different from what I was planning, so just slightly. Don't worry. Actually, you know what? Fuck it.
See, I feel like that's the best strategy as a DM. If you plan for derailment, then there is no derailment because you already planned for it.
Yeah. At this point, I'm about to just stop planning altogether and just go with, this is what could happen. You're back. You lose your tail there? Kretzel, who's
Oh,
talking
he
to
ain't
me.
following me anymore.
Thought I heard you shout something. What was that?
I just kind of got the javelin straight in his arm, and next one was going for his cock.
Remind me not to get on his bad side. So, you're working with a dragon? He's one of the good ones so far.
Finally, someone recognizes me as a dragon. I like you.
This is Jonathan Lampert. Apparently, he's a mage working with the Dragon Brigade. How did you end up here, anyways? Well, I heard rumor that there was something going on out here, that there was dragon involvement, and so I decided to come out and check it out myself when I was jumped by cultists. They claimed I was guilty of witchcraft, cuffed me and threw me in the cell there, and, well,
Now, hypothetically, if we wanted to prove that the leader of these cultists were a dragon, what do you think the best way to do that would be?
prove he's a dragon.
Hypothetically, the leader of this cult was the individual you were looking for.
He's a
Well-
half dragon. Dirty red one, too.
Well, if what you're saying is true, then, I mean, I don't know how we'd go about proving it to the cult, but I know that if it were to come out, that he would definitely lose trust in his followers, knowing what the children of
it's
the
me
light
easy.
follow.
Unk, could you get that bucket of molten material for me?
Do that as a plan B.
But I
Well-
wanted to splash him with molten metal.
You said he's a half-dragon, yes?
He'll survive.
Well, he might survive. Half-dragons have a resistance to fire and most heat, but It doesn't mean their bodies are immune to the scarring it leaves or anything like that. He could easily play it off as, I don't know, a favor from his god. Actually having an intelligent character in the party now, other than Ankh. Wait, Ankh's got intelligence, right? Like a higher
Wisdom.
intelligence? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay, so
Low intelligence.
actually having an intelligent character in the party.
I actually thought as long as it's first generation partial dragon that they still have fire immunity. It's generation afterwards. There's no new draconic blood that turns to resistance.
At least from the rules of the half dragon setup, it is resistance, not immunity.
Okay.
So that plan could work if pulled off correctly. But typically, half dragons show signs of the draconic ancestry. If it's not visible with him, he may have something hiding his scales or whatever.
It's helmet.
Could be.
I take the bucket, I jump up really high, I smash it on his head, and then he either has to take the bucket of molten lava off his head with the helmet, or he gets a bunch of burns.
Could be a plan. Or any of you good at hiding?
My character is not.
No.
I don't have disadvantage on stealth anymore because of my white male, but not having disadvantage is not good at stealth.
I've been told I'm too loud for stealth.
Are you the one that caused that explosion before they came in and freed me? I'll take that as a yes. Fucking love Kretzel's laugh. Well,
I can make another one. Why?
that's not exactly what I was asking, but if we could figure out... There's probably something more to that mask than just being a mask. That's what I'm thinking. I didn't get a good look at it, but there's something strange about it. I've learned how to focus my mind enough to sense somewhat the use of mana and how it interacts with certain objects, and that mask that he's wearing is different. I'm not sure how to explain it other than that.
You cast detect magic?
Well, not exactly. It's not a spell that I used. Otherwise, I'd probably know exactly what it does, but I sensed something off.
How funny would it be if he doesn't even have a helmet? He just did like this guy's self on just that part of him and turned his draconic face into a helmet.
That would be a strange disguise. Well, I'm sure we'll have to figure out something quick. Yes, I'm sure that they've already found the note by now, and well, we might be able to figure it out as we go. Well, any other ideas before we head out and try the one we do have? Should I go with you in this situation, or... I might be able to be of at least some assistance with my spells.
Could appreciate all the help we can get with Kretzel leading.
The more the merrier.
Well... gotta do a thing. Oh, very well. Then I suppose I'll be going with you. 1 second. I've got to find a specific there. I may or may not be currently setting up the battle map for the blackmail area. There it is. I just got to finish this, and then we can move on to the next point. All right. You guys go out to the clearing that Phyllis mentioned and wait for a little while. While you're waiting, you guys can talk about whatever you want. I have to...
All right, Phyllis. This is your time to shine. This is your mission.
My mission? It was your guys' idea.
Potato, potato. You're helping us now.
Well, Kretzel is distracting this half-dragon. You need to get the mask off.
Me? In my full set of chainmail that clinks every single time I move.
Yes, but you're human. They'll never
Half
expect it.
human.
Just tuck those ears in.
And my green skin.
You must have
Do
been
any
drinking.
of you halflings have any paint?
You look like most of the humans I've seen.
Just remember, you guys are currently at the spot waiting for them to show up.
Oh, I thought we were still talking at the bar.
No, you guys left, went to the spot to wait, and are now waiting for them to arrive. I'm just currently setting up the battle map because I didn't realize you were going to try to get him out to the woods to meet. And then one of these guys. All right. No, that still seems like...
Oh, I should add to my inventory bucket of molten materials. Because I'm assuming Ankh still gave me that, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So you guys got that ready. You melted it down before. Let's hope it's. You know what? All right. Shh. I think they're coming. Let's push here. Do we want to be hidden when they get here, or?
I'm assuming that all of us are hiding behind a log or something, crouched in advance, in a hidden, watching for them to approach.
All right. I'm not even gonna have you roll a stealth check. I'm just gonna. All right. They approach. Here we are. All right. We're here. Show yourselves. Who comes out first?
Sure, I will. Let's see. 25 movement. It's me!
Of
I
course
hope you're
it is.
ready for my demands.
What do you want?
Come here quickly. Just you. Leave your posse just right there watching. I'm gonna whisper it to you.
Stay there. This should be quick. He walks up to you. Do you wait, actually first, do you have the bucket?
I'm just hiding it behind my back.
Roll a deception.
It's too late. It's too late.
A 7.
Can I use my inspiration on that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll use my inspiration to get the 19.
Let me just quickly edit this to show that you no longer have any inspiration. All right.
That was the greatest use of inspiration I think I've seen since playing this game.
He walks up to you and gets close enough for you to whisper. To
So you're a
tell
half
him.
so you're a half dragon like me. So I know you'll appreciate a magic trick. Are you ready to be amazed?
He looks at you with a very disgusted look on his face.
I look at them! I just smash the bucket of molten metal on his face.
Roll. Roll improvised weapon to hit. So it'll be that'll just
This
be
is just a straight D20.
just strength. No proficiency or anything, just strength.
Alright, just strength roll.
Oh boy. So if you guys remember group inspiration, if you both agree on on it, you can re-roll a roll. And you have one group inspiration to use.
Skylar, do you agree for me using the group inspiration for this?
I consent.
Consent? All right, go ahead and
Let's
re-roll
go.
that. A 22. Yep. Okay. You quickly jump and how are you wanting to do this actually? Describe what you do.
Have you ever seen those basketball montages? The guy's just leaping up and slamming the ball in.
Yeah.
It's that, but I'm slamming the bucket on top of his head.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I wanted to be sure. All right. I'm going to remove this group inspiration. You slam the bucket onto his head. Roll 3d6 for the damage. 14 halved.
Still 7 damage. It's not much, but it's something.
As the as the bucket of molten materials goes over his head and drips down, he kind of shouts, "Ah, you motherfucker!" and rips it off of his head. And as he does, the mask comes off with it, as the materials have somewhat hardened at this point as well. And he pulls it off, exposing his true face. Let me not do that on that page. I need to do this on this page. I'm gonna quickly put his new token down. That is apparently not showing up as his token. Guess who is right about him being bald, by the way? As his bald, but as the bucket and the mask come off of his head, it shows his bald but scaled head, the red scales going across his forehead and down the side of his face, as they form up onto the top of his head into horns. It appears this this mask was magically concealing his face, his actual appearance underneath of it.
Can I yell at people for free action again?
Free action to yell at people? Yeah, go ahead,
Yes.
since I'm setting this up.
Look! Your leader is a fake! He's a dragon like me! Us superior dragons always win!
You fool. You think I wouldn't bring my most trusted allies who already knew my secret? Kill them! Oh, his health bar isn't showing. There. Everybody roll initiative.
Fuck!
Let me get the initiative counter up. That's a 4 from you. I'm gonna have him roll, and everybody moves on his turn.
Why am I missing 3 health? I just noticed that.
Are you?
Yeah, I have 42 and 45.
Yeah, you jumped through the window and cut yourself.
Oh, right.
Skylar got a natural 20 on initiative. That's pretty good.
I rolled a 2. I almost crit failed it.
All right. Leornin got a 3. So it seems that they're all going last currently. Go to Phyllis. Initiative. No fucking way. Everyone is rolling a 3 for me. Did they both get a natural 1? This is going to go great for the NPCs. All right.
Well, first off, I want to point out that Leornin's health bar is 1 tile diagonally from his actual face. So that's kind of broken. And secondly, does
How
it
about
get...
now?
Oh, yes, that fixed it. Thank you. And secondly, does it getting a crit fail on initiative mean that you basically just burn a turn? Or you burn your first turn?
Is that what that means? 1 second.
Because I thought it meant you re-roll it and take the next initiative, but your first turn gets burned.
There are no official rules according to this. Wait. From what I'm seeing, it's just you go last, basically. Unless someone somehow rolls lower. Where was I? Right. I was on Jonathan's turn. A 5. It's so much better. So this is how this is gonna go. Ankh, you start.
So, let's see here. How did you feel about me casting blindness and grabbing for a sword? Could I grapple a sword as a bonus action? Or
Item interaction is one action.
that item interaction would be an action?
Are you drawing a sword?
I wanted to try and remove his. I wanted to try and remove his primary weapon from him.
Leornin currently does not seem to have a primary weapon.
Really?
You cannot see a weapon on him currently.
Okay. I know how this spell works because I just know I have it. I would like to try and cast blindness.
Blindness, do you not have it written down?
No, not really. I just have the name of the spell written down.
All right, let me really quickly get that. You can blind or deafen a foe. Choose one creature that you can see within range to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the target is either blinded or defeated, or deafened, not defeated, deafened. So are you blinding or deafening?
I would like to blind him.
You'd like to blind him. Okay. What is your spell save DC?
14.
14? Okay,
14.
so
It's
he's
probably
got
not even
to...
possible with him.
It's possible, but... Constitution saving throw... Yeah, it's actually fairly possible with him. He fails. He is blind.
That is my entire turn.
I will do that one for the blinded effect, just because I don't see a better one. Okay, that is your turn. Did that show up? Yes, it did. Okay. That brings us to Jonathan, who is going to... Let me see. I gotta pull up his character sheet. Classic wizard thing. Look through his
I didn't have to move it all to do that,
spells.
actually.
I think he's going to... I think he's going to start with a firebolt. On one of the cultists in the back. Which means he's probably going to move about here. Aim at this guy. A 13 hits. And that did not roll damage, did it? No, it did not. Cool. That's great. 1d10. Getting minimal damage.
Do you need to reset your dice? That's a lot of crit fails in a row.
It really is, but this is Roll20's way of saying that these guys are not supposed to do well this time. Also, I noticed
maybe
that
the
none of these
website's
guys
apologizing for all the fucking good rolls from the goblins.
Probably something like that. Except this was your ally who just got a 1 on damage. That'll take us to Kretzel's turn. I have to use the bathroom, so just wait a second.
We have 4 people. It's 4v5. I don't think we need anyone.
I don't really know how these cultists
All
live.
right. Kretzel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna rage.
Thought so. I forgot to put your rage token on here. Bing.
Beautiful. Now I got 2 tokens.
Shh. It'll be fixed in a moment. I have to do this every time.
Should I just start reminding you of that early on then?
Probably a good idea.
Just whenever you're making a
case.
ballot map. Hey, don't forget both Kretzel tokens.
All right.
So, I know Leornin is blind. Can I still see him perfectly?
You can see him perfectly fine. He just can't see you.
Okay. I didn't know if it was just a darkness onto his eyes or an AoE darkness.
No, it is a magical, basically a magical blinder that is put over his eyes.
Ooh, wonderful. I'm gonna take my maul, and I'm gonna uppercut it, and try to smack him in the balls.
All right.
I believe you're rolling an advantage because he's blind.
Yeah, let me really quickly look
I
at the
don't need it.
blinded.
I don't need advantage.
That's a natural 20. So you're going to you're gonna roll for damage and then take the max you can get. Okay. A blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. All right. So
He's made his last wishes
And
because
then-
those Dragon Balls are gone.
the max damage you can get for any dice rolled.
That's 17.
17 in total.
2d6 plus 3 plus 2. That's 17 total.
Okay, so 17 plus the 9 and the 2. My brain is not allowing me to math right now.
Oh no, the 9 was me just rolling for damage.
Okay.
Is that. So the 2d6 would be 12 plus 3 and 2, so that's 17 total.
It just maxes the dice, not the. It doesn't
the
do
plus-
the add.
The plus 3 is what I normally get for my weapons,
Okay.
plus the plus
Plus
2 is
the
from
rage.
raging. Yep.
So 17 in total.
Yep. Straight to the balls.
All right, he takes 17 damage. Straight to the balls. It hurts. But
Is he knocked prone? He should be knocked prone.
nope. He takes this hit like a champion. Is that
There
your turn?
isn't some quiet cracking noise that somehow echoes across the battlefield.
Oh, there might be, but he doesn't react like there is. If that is it, then we go to his turn and his minions.
Yep, that's really all I can do.
Okay, he is going to go first. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, okay. So he's gonna go first. He's going to move his arm kind of, and a dagger that you guys did not see before comes out, and he's going to attempt to stab at you. Kretzel. This is supposed to ask for advantage.
Admit it, Leorin. You're outmatched now. Still got the stupid
22 to hit.
How did they roll 2 22s?
I don't know.
Goddamn.
That is not the first time I've seen that. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. It is supposed to roll damage too. What the fuck is going on? Why is it changing all of my shit? I have everything
No, my
specifically
stuff has
set
been
up.
rolling damage and attack roll at the same time for
I
no
have
reason.
everything specifically set up so that it automatically rolls damage because I can't roll damage from these because Roll20 is really bad at that. So, a D4 plus 2 because he's just using a dagger. So his hits with this are not going to be that high. 5. Halved because you're raging.
Got it. 30. Got it. I'm down to just 39. What the puny talon you got there?
That was action. I'm seeing if he's got any bonus actions really quick. Yep. All of his spells are... Oh. And he's going to cast Shield of Faith on himself. Boosting his AC by 2 for up to 10 minutes with concentration. Okay, so he'll be making concentration checks when he's hit. All right, that's him. Cultist 1 is gonna pop over here and attempt a scimitar strike on... Does a 22 hit? Wow.
Yes.
I need to fix all of these guys because they all decided to change my auto roll damage and to always roll advantage, even though I specifically said to ask to roll advantage and to auto roll damage. It's being annoying. Anyways, 1d6 plus 1. By the time we're through with this, everything will be rolling normally. 7 damage, halved. I shouldn't have closed that. I should pop it out and put it down here. Cultist 2 is going to go over here. Oh, actually, he's going to go after Jonathan. Scimitar. Roll. Normal. 7 misses. This guy is going to first stop being weird on the map. He's going to go over here, gain advantage on the scimitar thing because of flank. He's going to get a 20 to hit. Kretzel.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, 2 damage. That's already halved.
damage.
Just 2 damage.
Yep. 7. No, not 379. And then the scimitar is another 4 on that, so that's 33. I'm still good.
Okay.
I'm still very
And
much good.
the last guy, I'm going to pull up his character sheet and make sure all of the rolls are being rolled properly first. Yep, it changed it for this guy too. All right. He is going to... Huh. Yeah, he's going to do that. He's going to cast Guiding Bolts on Kretzel. A 21.
That hits.
That's 13 radiant damage.
Oh. That hurts.
And that is their turn. We move on to Phyllis, who is going to come out. He's going to attack this guy. Let me open his character sheet as well. He is not going to draw his shield this time. He's going to two-handed strike this guy. With a 24 to hit. Dealing 12 slashing damage. This guy gets beheaded. Or
Wow.
actually, Phyllis cleaves into this guy where his neck and shoulder meet, and his sword gets stuck for like a split second before he pulls it out. And that guy is dead.
To quote a movie, nearly headless, Nick. How can you be nearly headless?
And that brings us to Ankh Thegus.
Fuck is gonna run over. Oh.
Also, they get advantage on attacking Kretzel now because of that guiding bolt.
I'd like to move Octhegus over here. And I would like to grab this person that's to the south of my character's token.
All right.
And I would like to push him 10 feet into the blind Leoman, hoping that it provokes an opportunity attack on him. Push action.
Anything that forcefully moves somebody out of range does not provoke opportunity attack.
I'm trying to push him into his blind ally to get his blind ally to stab him. Because his blind ally doesn't know who's being pushed upon him in the heat of combat.
I mean, I feel like compared to everyone here, in size comparison to everyone who's not wearing armor, it's going to be very obvious who's not being pushed into him, at least. You could push him into him and knock him prone. If you get the right strength check on your push.
I think I'm just going to attack this guy to the south of me then.
All right. That's probably
Like
the
a
best
single-
idea. That hits. 12 damage. How do you want to do this?
I'll let you describe it.
You're attacking with a mace.
Yep.
Shorter stature. You take your mace and you essentially knock his knee out from under him, causing him to fall down, and on his way down, crush your mace into his skull, killing him.
Okay.
Is that all you can do?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Jonathan, who is currently stuck at close combat, which is terrible for a wizard. Let's see, what does he have? You know what? That's a good spell. He is going to... This guy isn't quite right upon him yet. He's close enough to... On his turn, he'll be able to attack Jonathan at close range. He missed once already. But Jonathan's going to reach his hand out, say some words in a language that none of you know, as three glowing orbs form in front of him. It is 3, right? Yes. And 2 of them strike into the guy that is attacking him, and 1 of them finds their way and launches into Leornin. Uh, 1d4 plus 1 for each one. As he casts Magic Missile. It's 1, 2 on that guy. That's 4 damage on the guy in front of him. And... damn. Max damage on Leornin. And that brings us back to Kretzel, who is not being shown on the turn order because the turn order on here is for your other token. I'm going to just do this. There. All right. Kretzel, what do you do?
I am going to do an attack, and I'm going to attempt to knock Leornin prone.
All right.
So I am going to do my Heater Shield Bash.
Ooh, that's a 20. That hits.
All right. So that means he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. If he beats DC 13, then nothing happens. If he fails, he gets knocked prone. So let me see the damage on that first.
Take.
That is 6 plus 2, so 8.
8 damage and a Constitution saving throw. A 4. So he's
think that
knocked
failed.
prone and takes 8 damage. Damn. You know, this guy's actually got a decent amount of health. You've almost gotten him halfway down already. Is that all you can do?
Yeah, although, unless, if you allow me, may I use a bonus action to eat some meat to try and get some health back?
Yeah, roll a d4.
All right.
You gain 3 health.
I'll take it. That's part of the chicken rations now. I still got 3 rations left.
All right, that'll bring us to Phyllis, who is actually going to ignore Leornin for the most part, and he's going to head. He's gonna start heading off towards this guy to take care of their spellcaster. Frickin', where did Phylus's character sheet go? There it is. He does have a light crossbow, which he'd have to take an action to switch weapons. So he's just gonna keep going. He's just gonna keep running at him. Why does it have 2 light crossbows? I love it when Roll20 decides to duplicate attacks. He's got 2 longsword attack too. What the fuck? All right. That is his turn for now, as he has not taken health or anything damage yet. Leornin's turn. Leornin is going to frick, what is the duration on blinded? 1 minute. Okay. And so I love it when buttons don't work. 10 rounds. Okay. Leornin's blinded for another fucking 9 rounds. So he's going to take another disadvantage swing at you because he can't see to cast most of the spells he has. A 6. He misses. Cultist number 3, the only one that's left alive currently, making a scimitar attack on Jonathan. A 15. If Jonathan had casted mage armor, that would have been a meets it beats it, so it still wouldn't have helped. And he takes 5 slashing damage. And then the Freaking too many character sheets open. Did I? I did. Of course I closed the priest's freaking character sheet. Why would I keep that open? It's not like he's currently in the battle.
Maybe you did after the second priest kill, thinking, "Oh, we killed them all."
Well, you didn't kill the priest yet. You've killed the cultists. There's only one priest.
Oh yeah.
And then Leornin. Oh.
Hey,
Shit, that should have canceled out the disadvantage from Leornin. But that doesn't... Oh, yeah, it would have been a 19 to hit. Would a 19 have hit?
yes.
Then that's 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
Halved, rounded
So
up.
I'm still good.
Yeah. I forgot about the guiding bolt. I know. I know what he's gonna do. Oh no, that's touch.
Anyway, I hate to make this harder on us, but I noticed the cultist guy with the giant iron helmet in the bottom left corner does not have a turn.
No, I've been making them all go on Leornin's turn.
Okay.
I didn't feel like rolling all of their initiative, so I made them all go on Leornin's turn.
Okay, I just noticed him back there. I'm like, has he even done anything?
Yes,
Is he just
he's
sitting
the
back
he's the
watching
one
everyone?
that he's the one that guiding bolted you.
Ah, okay.
He's the priest. You had 3 cultists, and then you had Leornin. Kretzel, make a dexterity saving throw as he's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Got it. I'm gonna assume that does not beat it.
Let me just... Did I forget to put his freaking... I swear the... Okay. His spell
I'm mad.
casting is Wisdom.
I'm mad because of Danger Sense. Unless you feel like having me re-roll for the
You have
advantage, 'cause that was
advantage on
2
dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see. Yeah, you'd have advantage on this. But it was 2
Okay.
12s, so...
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if you want me to re-roll for the advantage or if you're taking the 2 12s, because...
that was 2 12s.
Damn it.
It did roll the advantage already, so... yeah, so that's 1d8 radiant damage. That... Oh, yeah, it does say the DC right there. DC 13. Okay.
Yeah.
So...
I take 8 radiant damage.
8 radiant damage.
Woo!
They know what they're doing with the magic, at least. And that brings us back to Ankh.
Move to where I have advantage on this cultist above me for another mace attack.
So
10 feet away.
you literally just have to move 5 feet and you'll have advantage because of where Jonathan's standing. Seven damage. How do you want to do this?
He's striking for Jonathan. Ankh comes flying over his shoulder, screaming from behind him, and hits him in the back of the head with the mace.
All right. Is that all you can do?
Is the mask that Leornin lost within
The
with the rest of my
mask is in a bucket. I'll say it's right about here. He threw it off.
I would like to snag that and finish my turn.
Okay, you grab the bucket. The mask is in the now hardened material. Somewhat hardened. It's kind of like stuck at the top because the rest of the material spilt onto him.
I'm sure Ankh can get that out of there.
Yeah, Ankh can figure it out.
Easily. I already have it figured out, but easily, yeah.
Yeah, and that'll bring us to Jonathan, who is going to... What is Jonathan gonna do? Let's see. I just realized Jonathan has Mage Hand and could have just taken the mask off of his head.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, what
Jonathan-
Pretzel did was funnier.
Yes, it was. Also, he does have detect magic. I should have looked through his spells before describing what he went through. All right. Let's see. Oh, he could have done that. I'm smart. All right. Let's see. There's just Leornin and the priest. Well, wait a minute. Oh. Jonathan is going to move to about here, and he's going to cast Suggestion on this priest and suggest that he stands down. That is a wisdom save, right? Yes, wisdom saving throw. Cool. So this priest is going to make a wisdom saving throw. Damn, it's going to succeed the throw. Okay. Almost helpful. And that is his turn. Kretzel, your turn.
Pretzel's just gonna shout at the priest, "All right, you made me angry!" And I'm gonna start charging towards him.
Okay, that's going to be an opportunity attack from...
You can't see him leave his opportunity.
Yeah, actually, that is a good point. But he has to
Unless
get
you can
past
feel
him.
the ground shaking from
He
me
has to
stomping
get-
next to him.
Because Kretzel has to get past him, and it was a straight thing, I'm going to give him the opportunity attack. Because he can, like, he's close enough to feel him moving. So he's going to try and probably fail, because he still gets disadvantage. That's a 15.
Nope,
It's a double 15.
that fails.
All right.
Thank God for my shield, because that brings me up to 17 when I'm raging.
Make that attack.
All right. How do you want me to roll this? Because I'm gonna grab the guy by the leg and try to swing him over my head and just smack him on the ground behind me, closer to Leornin. I'm gonna do a Hulk to Loki action on him.
I'll have you make a grapple check with unarmed strike, I think. So a 19 versus... This guy's got shit for both, so I'm just going to go with the strength. Yep, you got the grapple check. And make that unarmed strike damage. Just the
All right,
damage
so
roll.
that's just. Oh. Fuck, I forget. Unarmed strike is just a d6, right?
It should be for... I think it's based on your strength. I believe I... No, I
think
didn't.
unarmed
Alright.
strike is 1d4 plus strength. I think monks start at 1d4, then it scales up because your fists are a monk weapon.
I'm
But
pretty
with
sure
It-
monks are the only ones that roll for unarmed strike.
It's 1
Otherwise, it's...
plus strength modifier.
Yeah.
So my strength modifier is 3 plus 1 plus my rage. That's 6 damage. Just a flat
6
6
damage?
damage.
All right. I am going to give you the fact that he's prone now. So he takes that 6 damage. Is on
I also
this side of you, I assume.
I also
and is
moved him.
prone.
Yep, right there.
So the prone one. I'll do the back pain image.
Beautiful.
And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. I could probably do another bonus action for healing. I don't think I'm gonna need to heal anymore.
You might be good. I mean, you've knocked the spellcaster prone and gotten in close to
Leornin
him.
can't
So.
see, spellcaster's prone, and I got 3 allies with me. I'm fine.
Let's see. Phyllis is going to move here so he can quickly switch to Leornin after he gets this done, hopefully. At least in his mind. He's going to make a 17 to hit. That hits the priest, dealing 13 slashing damage. And he's going to... I don't think he's not going to action surge yet. That'll be his turn. Which brings us to their turn. Leornin, hearing Phyllis move a little closer, is going to attempt to make an attack on him. Actually... Kretzel,
Yes.
as Leornin looks towards you, he says, "Freeze." And you feel an urge in the back of your mind. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, he's blind. As Leornin looks at him?
He looks in the direction. It doesn't specify that he needs to be able to see him. He just needs to be able to hear him.
Okay,
He
just checking.
said wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw. It did not tell me the DC for this one. I love
It
that.
should just be his innate spell cast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
spell save.
is a 14. So you succeed. All right. You feel the urge to listen to his command, but you quickly shake it off.
I have a command for you! Hit your pants!
Anyways, um, the priest is going to let's see. I think he's gonna make another sacred flame attack on you.
Actually, I'm gonna have you undo that command and give him a different one because it says first sentence to a creature you can see within range.
Does it say C?
Yep, first sentence. Creature you
Fuck.
can see within range.
I misread that. So, anyways,
It's okay.
he
I wasn't gonna say
makes.
anything, but I was pretty sure.
Thank you. He makes 2 attacks on Phyllis with his dagger, both at disadvantage. Yep, that's a miss. That's a miss.
Oh dear.
All right. So it doesn't matter. Nothing changes. Anyways, the priest. Fuck. The priest is gonna stand up and yeah, sacred flame. Still gonna do a sacred flame on Kretzel. So dexterity saving throw. Wow, you're
Why
really
am I
good at
rolling
those
the same thing
doubles.
twice?
You're really good at those doubles. That time, it still doesn't succeed, and that's 7 radiant damage. This guy's actually a big problem for you guys. Able to do a lot more damage to Kretzel than everyone else because he's using magic instead of physical attacks.
I mean, that's the one downside for using any rage other than I think it's like Bearheart.
The Path of the
'Cause-
Bear, I'm pretty sure, is the only one that's like
Yeah, Path of the Bear, you get damage
everything
resistance
except for
to everything but
psychic.
psychic.
All right. That's that. Ankh, it is your turn again.
Time for you to conk out and go to sleep. I would like to move 5 feet over to where I can attack the priest at advantage.
You can do it basically anywhere you stand, moving closer to the priest.
He looks a little fucked. And
14. Let me really quickly. That hits, dealing 9 damage. How do you want to do this?
as he's a priest and not a cultist, I want to knock him out and subdue him, as opposed to just killing him on the spot.
So you're essentially switching to non-lethal and knocking him unconscious. Okay.
Correct.
He is now unconscious.
Now I just want to say, just give it up, Lemon. You're just embarrassing yourself with these dagger attacks.
And that's your turn?
Yep.
If I had any thought, if I had any sort of hint that might work on him, I would have had you roll a persuasion. But I know this character because I made him, so that's not going to work. Jonathan is going to... Let's see. That spell didn't work. I need to take down the spell slot for it. Let's see. He's going to... I think he's gonna magic missile again.
Magic Missile, unironically, one of the single most overpowered spells in D&D.
I love how it only rolls one of the d4 required. So that's 2. It's 1d4 plus 1 for every missile, and you get 3 of them, so 7, 10. Deals 10 damage to him. Okay, I clicked that. All right. He is looking a little rougher. Kretzel, it is your turn.
Okay, so does Leornin have 1 dagger or 2?
He
Is he
seems
dual
to have
wielding or is it
1.
just in 1? It's just 1? I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna attempt to bite his hand off.
Oh,
The hand with the dagger.
Ooh.
that sounds like a cool thing, and I'm trying to think of how to do it. Wait, do you have a thing for biting them or anything, or freaking
No, I actually
No.
never made anything for bite attacks.
I
damn?
think it's lizard folk that have a bite attack
Yeah, I
built
think it's
in.
only lizard folk, but it would be hilarious if it added one for Path of the Giant, just because you become really big so you can bite.
At this
Um,
form, it almost makes
Well,
sense.
I am technically lizard folk when I'm gianting, because I just basically look like a giant dragonborn.
And actually, if you wanted to do a 1d4 for a bite attack, it would make sense for it to scale up with a large creature with the size to 2d4 or some such. Even if you wanted to run it as a 1d4 bite doubled because he's large.
rolled a hit.
According to just quick search, it's used as an unarmed strike for roll to hit, and it's 1d6 plus strength modifier piercing.
Okay, then let's do that.
All right, roll to hit.
An 11. An 11 does not hit.
I just barely miss.
Just barely.
All right, fuck it. I'm eating another serving.
That's
All
at
right.
an advantage to be blind, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is at advantage. An 11 was the higher number. So
Okay.
Great. I get one
you
more
get
hit
one
point.
hit point.
That might be the difference between life and death.
That'll bring us to Phyllis, who is going to... Let's see, he wants to get flanking, so he's going to pop around here, and he's going to make an unarmed strike. A 20 hits. Or unarmed strike. I mean, a longsword, two-handed. 11 damage. Which brings us to Leornin, who... thanks to Onk's pestering him on his turn, he's going to turn not towards Kretzel, but towards the rest of you guys. I've had just about enough of this. And Everyone within that range, make a dexterity saving throw as he takes a deep breath in and releases a cone of fire directly towards you.
Did I get a good one?
You succeed. Phyllis needs to make one as well. Phyllis, however, does not succeed. You take half of 27.
Oh. Oh, poor Phyllis.
You take 14 damage, Onk, and Phyllis takes 27. As you barely roll out of the way, getting just a little singed from this extremely hot flame. Meanwhile, Phyllis seems to not see it coming. And that's his turn. Onk, it is your turn.
I jump over through the flame, you son of a, and I'm going to be making a maul attack against him, trying to
Okay.
hit him right in the face that he just blew fire right at me at.
So you're gonna move a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
And this is at advantage for flanking.
And blind, I think. Both of them would get him.
Yeah, so it's just advantage. A 13 hits. So that's 9 damage. By the way, this guy is set up like a mini boss. If you're wondering why it's taking so long to kill him.
9 damage to the face.
9 damage. Is that your turn?
That's my whole turn, yeah.
All right. We're going to take it back to Jonathan, who is
Probably
way
a
back
bit
here
scared
still.
from that fire nearly hitting him.
Oh, well, if you want to know that, you can roll an insight.
Fuck it, why not? How about I roll a perfect 20 on that?
He seems surprisingly calm, but he's also a part of the Dragon Brigade, so he's probably used to being that close to fire.
Fair.
He's going to move, I think, probably right about just here to just move his position. Well, let's see, what can he... Wait, he's got the fly spell? Man, I should really look at these this spell list before going into combat with him.
You mean Kretzel could have flew in here into combat?
A lot of his spells are AoE, and you guys are really close to him, so he can't use them without hurting you guys as well.
It's a turn off friendly fire.
Okay. He's going to cast Firebolt on Leornin. So
Because he knows dragons are weak against fire?
he's got only so many spells for fighting.
Skylar, Dragons are weak to fire. Think about that for a second.
Fight fire with fire.
No, we aren't Metallica today.
What? Why not? It's
Because we're
very
being Dragon Force. We're going through the fire and the flames.
Ah, yes. The one song I will never learn on guitar. Gotta make the ranged attack. There's no bonuses to firebolt, right? It's
No.
just a d20. All right, so the firebolt goes whizzing through the air. That's that. Kretzel.
So, for a rare moment, I am going to drop my shield so I actually two-hand them all while raging, which ups it from 2d6 to 2d8. And I'm going to try and do this as a non-lethal strike to knock him out. But I'm just going to raise them all up and say, "Nighty-night, Lornin!" Lauren, and just smash it down on him.
A 15 hits.
All right, and that does 13 damage.
Okay.
Not enough. That could have been enough.
Could have been enough.
I rolled a 1 on one of those dice.
Maybe.
Damn.
What's the highest damage you can roll with that?
Another 8 damage on top of what that was, so 19.
It wouldn't have been enough.
Oh, damn.
Oh, well. Good news is I didn't give Leornin a quick way to escape with magic, so he's pretty fucked here. Is that your turn?
Yes, but I'm just gonna send a quick warning to everyone else. We want him alive! No, wrong voice. Remember, we want him alive!
All right. With that reminder, as we go over to Phylus's turn, he is going to attempt a pummel strike. A 22. 8. So it hurts, but not enough. But he does have Action Surge. So he's going to take another attack and try again. He misses. Well, on to his turn. How many rounds has it been again?
I want to say this is turn 6 or 7.
Okay. Make a melee attack on a creature you can reach. Okay. He is going to cast Inflict Wounds on... Okay. I'm gonna dismiss one of you. Odds or evens?
You know what? I like odds. Show me
Okay.
the odds.
Evens it is.
Evens. Skylar, you are safe from this attack. Between Phyllis and Kretzel, odds or evens, Kretzel?
I'm sticking with my guts. I'm sticking with the odds.
All right. This time, that was who he attacks. So that was 2 2s in a row. That's interesting. He's going to inflict wounds on Phyllis. A 14 misses. Damn. So that does nothing. Ankh, it is your turn.
Again, attempt to make him go to sleep with a mace strike to the back of the head. Not lethal.
All right. A 20 hits.
I'd say I get the joke with lethal
very
and non-lethal
close.
strikes, but yeah, a base strike to the back of the head might be pushing that definition.
Yeah, he is very close. He seems like right on the edge of
He's a
consciousness.
He's a thick skull. He's a half dragon. He's got a thick skull.
I mean, most of his scales are on his head, so.
Maybe we just cracked one of his horns open.
Yeah, you you smack him in the head with your mace, jumping up to get that hit. You crack one of his horns, and he seems almost a little disoriented, but he's still awake and he's still fighting. Is that all you can do?
That's my entire turn, yeah.
All right. We're on Jonathan's turn, who has only really
This is DM's discretion, but if I do remember correctly, spells cannot be non-lethal.
Yeah. I was just about to say he's got really only he's only got lethal attacks. But something he can do,
Smack him with a stick.
as I said earlier, he has Mage Hand. So
is he just gonna go full
He's
JoJo,
less than
swing a
30
punch, and
feet
the main
away.
hand punches further?
It's less than 30 feet away. So he's going to make an unarmed strike with his Mage Hand. Which is just going to be a straight D20. If this hits, Leornin's unconscious. I'm going to say that now.
He's that hurt.
If it misses, the next person has to deal with it, which is Kretzel. That's a natural 1. All right, Kretzel, it is your turn. How do you want to knock this guy unconscious?
No, sorry. Get him, Kretzel.
I'm going to tell you this. He is at 1 HP. It's going to be very easy. As long as you don't miss, you will get him.
You know what? We're gonna do this personal. I'm just gonna fucking punch him.
All right. That hits.
I'm just going to go, "Hey, Dragon Boy!" And when Leornin looks at me, just square punch in the face.
Kretzel yells this, and Leornin looks over in a with a dazed look on his face as this massive fist lands square in his face, and he is on the ground, out cold. You have 2 enemies here that are unconscious and 3 that are dead. That is the end of combat.
With that, I would like to start retrieving weapons.
Well, that could have gone better, but it could have gone worse.
Pretty great considering now we have somebody to hand to the. I think we've pretty well wrapped up this mission with this guy in custody.
Oh, it's gonna be great to show him off to his posse. Just hear his voice, Kretzel's voice change as he shrinks back down.
I need a nap.
What was that text? Who's texting me? Oh. Alright. Well... I suppose we should try to figure out how to get these guys into town.
Now, I would like to start subduing our hostages and.
Well, they're already subdued.
Removing
You
their-
just kind of have to tie them up.
Yeah, that's what I'm meaning. This priest, do they have any weapons or armor that I need to relieve them of so that they're less dangerous?
The priest has a almost like a staff thing that works as a mace. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. The only other thing he's got is his spellcasting.
Okay. I wasn't sure what kind of.
The helmet on him is purely decorational. Underneath of the robes, he does have a chain shirt on for extra protection, just in case something like this has happened, probably specifically for this situation. As for Leornin, he's got the 1 dagger and some thicker leather armor underneath of his robes.
All right.
I wish I had
Does have any money?
money. Oh yeah. You know what? Let me roll the thing for that. Let's see. The priest has 4 silver and 1 copper. Leornin has 1 gold, 4 silver, and 3 copper. Or 1 copper.
Ooh, shiny.
Kretzel just instantly snatches the gold and ignores everything else.
As for the other cultists, one of them has 1 silver, one of them has 3 silver, one of them has, or 2 of them has 3 silver. And for the copper, 4, 3, and 5 copper.
The Kretzel just wants the gold. The rest of the silver and copper is all yours.
I didn't catch those numbers. I was hoping you'd give those numbers to Kretzel, but
Did you catch the numbers, Kretzel?
he's only
And-
interested in the gold, apparently.
In total, I think that was 16 silver and 12 copper. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
You're gonna
Should've
have to
been-
look back at the archive and see how close those numbers were.
I was rolling physical dice. I should have been writing them down when I was doing that. We'll go with that.
16 and 14?
16 silver, 12 copper.
All right.
All right. So you bring these 2 bound people, one of them being a half red dragon, the other one just being a normal human, back to the Light's Rest cellar. I'm gonna have everyone roll a stealth check again, just to be sure, as it's getting later in the day, but there are people wandering about still. A 7 from Kretzel. Also, did you gag them?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Being that they're spellcasters, I think it would be smart.
Stealth from Phyllis is going to be, let me, $16 from Ankh. Double 12. So okay, I'm gonna make this a group check. I still gotta roll Jonathan's. Stealth is a dexterity 15. All right, so highest is a 16 and a 15, so decent. Group check with a 15. That is enough to get by. Okay. You guys make it to the Light's Rest without any complications. Nobody spots you that you can see. As you get in, you see Chuck and a couple of the other halflings waiting down there. As you open the door, they kind of go for their weapons a little bit, which they don't really have very good weapons, but they have weapons nonetheless. But they notice it's you, and then they calm down. Hey, you've made it back. How'd it go?
We got some treasures.
As you say this, they you guys bring down Leornin and this priest. Oh, shite. Didn't expect you to keep him alive and bring him here.
Not necessarily keep him alive for here, but I'm gonna show his posse him.
This suppose the truth might be able to get out without too much of a bigger struggle. Our messengers should be on their way back by now, hopefully. They are quite quick on their feet. Or they might just be arriving. It's been a while since I've made the journey to either Eastall or Centralia. But if you've already got him in rope, I would say cuffs, but definitely don't have cuffs.
I'm a little surprised he hasn't struggled more.
I don't know. They look in pretty rough shape. Yeah, after first taking a mace to the head and then taking Kretzel's fist to his face, I don't think Leornin's going to be struggling at all. I'm not sure he even knows where he is right now.
Crouchel just goes to pat Leornin's head, and then a bigger crack starts to form in one of his horns. Ew.
You just hear a muffled... as the end of one of his horns falls off.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
That would make a beautiful knife handle.
All yours, dear Unc.
He is still too dazed to be able to even react to the situation. But the priest is awake. He's a younger man. I'm assuming you've taken his helmet off at this point.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
I
he's a
think-
younger man, a little bit of facial hair growing in. He's got brown hair, brown eyes. He's fairly average looking, but to anyone above like 26, this guy is a child. He's maybe early 20s, youngest maybe 17.
He's just a boy.
Yes.
Why would he be serving the half dragons?
And he is awake at this point and not saying anything because he's currently gagged, but giving you a look that you can tell is of disgust and disdain.
Is it because I'm a Kenku?
You figure that's probably a good guess.
But if you serve a dragon,
Pretzel's gonna jump onto the priest's chest and knock him over, and he's just gonna point and say,
Listen, Shorty. You either quit with the sass, or you're gonna have a nice scar to show off to all your lady friends.
his mouth just lights up with trickles of flame.
Roll an intimidation at advantage.
Ooh, my favorite roll.
All right, a 14. His look goes from disgust and disdain to worry for his own life. As he's still gagged, he can't say anything, but
As long as we're clear.
well, do we have anything to ask him, or? I mean, all we were expecting was to remove their leader at least, and then get them to fuck off.
Wait,
Well,
are we
maybe we can
forgetting
find
our
out.
job here?
You guys said something about goblins earlier, but if
I
that's
think
the
we
job
forgot
you're
about
talking
the
about,
goblins.
well, if you help us with these folk, these terrible folk, we'll help you in any way we can with the goblins. I'm sure we've got some things lying around to help you out in that scenario. I do have a question. At least for Leornin. I'd love to know what exactly his plan was for here. If he was so worried about his father sending us before, then he's definitely doing something his father doesn't want us to that he doesn't want his father to know about. But I feel like Leonin's gonna need a minute. As he's
Ankh looks
basically
over at
face down on the ground.
younger priest. Ankh looks over at the younger priest and asks him to tell us some information about this.
Do you take the gag off?
Start speaking.
You
Yes.
might have to take his gag
Alright.
off first.
You take the gag off and ask him, thanks to Kretzel's intimidation before, it's going to be a little bit easier for you. Information about the dogs are going off inside. I think my mom just got back home. Information about what Leornin's plans are, right? That's what
Doggy's
we
going
got.
bark, bark.
About what they're doing there in the first place. About why he's. Yeah, about why he was sent there from his father.
Okay, you
Trying to find out information.
you pull the gag off. Why would I tell you anything?
Why would you serve your loyalty to a dragon instead of to your deity?
The god Phaedra created the dragons. What would make them any less pure?
What would make them any more? Didn't she create humans first? I would like to roll religion to argue him into
Okay, roll a
following
religion.
his own. I would like him to follow his own religion and turn his back on the. I if you would allow that.
Yeah, roll a religion. I will gladly give you some information on the god Phaedra if you roll high enough.
To roll this at advantage if you would. It's because I have proficiency in Kenku recall ability.
Kenku Recall does a specific thing. What is it?
Gives you
again?
advantage in any skill you have proficiency with, and I do have proficiency in the religion skill.
Okay, so yes, you do it at advantage. 17. Okay, Phaedra is the god of light. For most people, including the Children of the Light. He's worshipped as the bringer of the sun. He is the god known for creating the dragons, starting with Tiamat. And most people assume that he is also the creator of humans after the fall of the Ari. When humans arrived, there was according to their scripture, there was a beam of light that struck the continent of Toulouse, and humans suddenly existed. But he's worshipped. Most people worship him in hopes of fending off any dark thoughts or any darkness for people that find themselves in an area that is more dangerous or shrouded in evil doings or anything like that. Typically end up worshiping the god Phaedra in hopes that he will purify people.
I'm sorry, that was just great timing.
In hopes that he will purify any evil that means harm against them. Let me look more at the organization of the Children of the Light.
Now, my character's not a very high intellect character. More of a wisdom character. I'm not sure if that negatively influences his ability to talk religion.
That will be based on what you think your character would know. The roles are just to...
I feel like that would mean that you're really knowledgeable about the teachings and meanings, just don't know any of the exact wordings.
Yes. The exact thing I have written down in the Tellarum book, which a 17 is high enough for you to know it all, specifically for the Children of the Light. The Children of the Light, otherwise known as the Cult of the Light in other places where people don't follow them. They are worshippers of Phaedra and believe that humans are one of the only pure races, and that all darkness, meaning basically any other race, must be cleansed. Their gatherings. Wait, let me read this. Okay, so the worship of Phaedra differs depending on where you are. Most people that worship Phaedra, having to do with what I was saying not that long ago, live in places that typically have more darkness. People that are constantly, or they typically live in places where bad things are constantly happening, so they're looking for something good to believe in, to give them hope that something good could happen.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't that just straight up mean that, like, slavery and servitude would be inherently against his beliefs?
For
Because
some
all
of
he's
them,
doing is bringing that kind of darkness to other people.
yes, for some of them, but typically, for a lot of people that get into the worship of Phaedra, since the main way to get into the worship of Phaedra is through the cult, it is pounded into their heads that humans are the pure race, the only pure race that can bring light, and that all darkness must be cleansed. And so any other race that isn't human, or a race that has been created by Phaedra, is darkness.
It's like the logic. It's like the logic. It's not slavery if they were farm equipment to begin with. They've
All
always
right.
been
Exactly.
farm equipment.
Then I
Then it
have
was
something
never
perfect to say as Kretzel, if you will let me.
I'll go with it. Yeah, say it.
All right.
Well, clearly you're just misguided in thinking you humans have any kind of light in you. It's us dragons that are superior. The rest of you are all equally worthless. You're no different than the rest of these halflings over here, compared to me.
Oh man.
I mean, it's a way of challenging his belief.
Oh yeah, everything you've done so far has challenged his belief. That's basically why he's completely silent. Just a second.
I'm telling him it's not that your religion is wrong because you're thinking you're superior to others. Your religion is wrong because actually you're equally as worthless as others.
You'd call me worthless? Seems all you're good for is breaking windows.
Do I need to give you another reminder of what happens when you piss me off, Mr. Get thrown about by the ankle and smashed in the ground?
Make another intimidation check at advantage.
Kretchel's just gonna flex his muscles in his arms.
I can do that without getting big.
17 again. No, think, sorry. What was it you wanted to know again?
I did Big Papa Dragon and his little boy to run your church.
I don't know why Leornin was sent. I know that he worked his way through the ranking of the church, and when he showed us what he looked like, he claimed that he was chosen by Phaedra. He said he changed him to resemble one of his own creations, and that that Phaedra was communicating with him.
Changed? Aku's going to look closer at Leonin, walk over, start to cast Identify on him.
What are you hoping to identify him?
I
know.
believe it has a definition for creatures.
Yeah, let me look up identify then. Maybe, if I can spell correctly. Alright, choose one object that you must touch through casting. This specifies objects. It doesn't say
Keep
anything
reading.
for creatures.
Keep reading.
I am reading through the entire thing. I don't see 1 second. Okay. Okay, if you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. So, you get nothing.
Okay. So he's not been magically polymorph. There's not magic currently holding him in this state.
Nope, this is his true form. At least according to your identify spell, this is his true form.
Hmm. I'm not sure how to progress. I would like to ask the other members in the room. They're a little less visible.
I mean, if you just straight identify that there's no magic changing how he is, and that's just how he is, then just straight tell the dude. Yeah, no, I literally have a spell that tells me if he's changed, and I can tell you right off the bat, he has not changed. This is exactly how he normally looks. No god or anything has changed him.
Well, your spells come from your religion. You are using you're using divine magic. So you could tell him something like, well, according to my god, nothing's happened. If you want to.
Yeah, pretty much.
And what god do you follow? Some made
The
up.
god of light and creation. Like you, god of fire and death.
My god is the bringer of the sun. He brings hope to those who. I do not need to
The god
argue.
of hellfire.
I do not need to argue with religion with someone like you. But as to your questions before of why he was brought here, I at least know somewhat of his plans. That will help in any way of. I do not want to cause problems for my people, or further any bloodshed. So I will tell you this. Leornin planned on splitting from the main sect. He believed that Hathan was incorrect about what he's spread for the religion, what he's said Phaedra has told him. He was going to split from the Children of the Light, create his own sect. And I don't know what his plans were after that, but I know he said that they were grand. That's as far as he's gone for telling me anything.
Is his new sect forming under this symbol? I'd like to
The
depict the red dragon symbol that we have. Was stamped on a crate.
where did you find that?
An answer for an answer.
He has recently been receiving supplies from a trading company that is based out of the Dragon Empire. But that is all I know of that symbol.
I bet it has to do with that damn ice dragon princess, whatever the fuck. I knew she was bad news the moment I saw her.
But not with a fire dragon symbol. I thought perhaps the fire dragon symbol was related to the dad of this Leornin, but appears not. Appears they may be a trading company unrelated to dragons altogether.
Is that the information you wanted?
Not really.
I'd say that's actually a question for your main character there, River. You're the smart one.
Something tells me that this one isn't going to know nearly as much as Leonin himself. However, I'm not sure how long it's going to take for this to wear off. Do we have any healing potions or anything? We might be able to find something that can help get him out of that daze that he's clearly in.
I got meat.
Something tells me that it's not gonna help as much as you might think. I think a potion might be more helpful in this specific situation. Looks like he might have some sort of concussion or something.
Do you know how to heal?
It's not my forte.
You there.
It's time to get up.
A medicine of 15? Do you have a... I think there's a
I
healer's
have no
kit.
tools.
Yeah. Do you have a healer's kit?
No.
Then a medicine check is just going to tell you what's wrong with him. He has a concussion.
Yep, looks like a concussion.
Hey. You there. Chuck points
Think
to
you
one
need
of the
the
other
short
halflings. Run to the storage shed. I think we had a potion or two in there. It's the other halfling. Yes, sir. And he goes out, runs off, and then a few minutes later comes back with a healing potion for Leornin to take. All right, here you go. All right. I'm just gonna give him a bit to hopefully get him out of this daze. He pours just a little bit into Leornin's, or he pulls off Leornin's gag first, of course. Leornin kind of mumbles something. You're going to pay for this. Ugh. As he forces a bit of the potion down Leornin's throat. What? What happened? You. Where am I?
You're having to deal with some slaves that you think you have power over.
You're going to pay for this. You're going to regret ever crossing me.
Yeah. Also, your talons suck. Barely felt a thing.
You didn't feel my fire.
Do you really think that it would be wise? I would like to speak in the voice of the Ice Queen that we got to listen to the first session. Since I have mimicry ability, I can make a pretty good
You did
approximation
hear
of
her
her
voice long enough to be able to mimic Queen Sitharis' voice. You think... Are you trying to deceive him into thinking that you're her in disguise, or what are you doing?
I just kind of want to say this over his shoulder from behind him in such a way where he doesn't get to see me say it. But that he might
Okay.
think that this individual is in the room.
Okay, roll deception. An 11. I am going to do a thing. I'm going to have him... Insight is wisdom, right? You think a simple trick like that is going to make me believe that the Dragon Queen herself is here? I know what you are. I know what you can do. Come out of hiding, bird.
You know what I could do? How'd you get captured?
I don't have time for this. What do you want?
Are you going somewhere?
Just ask your stupid, pointless questions.
I think we're just kind of deciding how we're going to out you to the congregation. I don't think we have very many questions.
Go ahead. It's not like I haven't already failed.
Yeah, your father's going to be very disappointed.
My father doesn't matter anymore. He's a nobody compared to most of the other dragons.
I need to go double check what the name of Kretzel's mom is.
He's definitely nothing compared to Pyria.
You think that traitor still matters in the Empire?
Watch it, Slick. That traitor, as you call her, is the greatest dragon who has ever lived. You're lucky she doesn't want to take over.
Sure. My father could probably beat her with his eyes covered.
Well, your father's son is clearly weaker than her son. I don't know about that.
You believe whatever you want to believe. So are you going to out me, or are you going to ask questions? I'm beginning to wonder why I'm even here.
You're here because you're more valuable to trade alive.
Do you think the cult's going to... what? Walk away as soon as you show them who I am?
I mean, we're kind
I
of
don't
trying
want
to
to
make
let
it so that they fuck off and leave these halflings alone.
The cult's entire purpose is to wipe out any non-human race. Why would they leave them alone when they can simply kill them all?
Because clearly humans are just as worthless as every other non-human race.
Well,
Dragons are the only
obviously.
superior one.
On that, we can agree. At least one of you has some sense of knowing. I'm sure even though my father is fairly useless in his station, once he learns of what you've done to me, you're going to regret every decision you have made thus far.
Honestly, the only thing I'm regretting now is not just straight up killing you in the first place.
And why didn't you? What purpose could you possibly have for keeping me alive? You say I have...
thought it'd be funny to show the clergy that they're all being betrayed by a fucking superior dragon. Humans are worthless.
It would be hilarious to show their weakness, but...
Yeah, the whole impression I got of the religion was they were human supremacists, not that they were secret dragon worshipping.
the purpose of it would prove inevitably useless. Is that what you do? Useless things in order to pretend to help people?
Can I punch him now?
Agreed.
All right. Wait, does it count as advantage because he's tied up and prone?
Yes. So that's a 21
Okay.
to hit, and it does hit.
All right, well, that'll do 4 damage to him, just punching him in the face.
You punch him in the face, and it cracks a tooth. As I said, useless.
I would like to cast Identify on the mask that I have in a bucket.
Now, the mask, that does give you something. This mask has a disguise self spell put onto it. It's the magic put into it seems to change the wearer into a human-like form.
I'd like to try and remove the mask from the bucket.
All right.
I say, remember, River, it's not just our characters that are idiots. We, too, are also quite idiotic.
Go ahead and make a Smith's Tools check to break it to get it loose and freed from the hardened materials. Do you have anything to give you advantage on that, or?
Yeah, I have my Kenku recall ability.
It's a... Okay, I'll allow you to recall the shape of the helmet and stuff to know exactly how you'd want to hit it and stuff. So yeah, that's a 23, and you get the mask loose. I'd normally end the session by now, but I actually want you guys to know what we're going to be doing next session, so... You got the mask.
I would like to try on the mask. Does it work?
Alright, you put the mask on your head, and... Skylar, I want you to describe what your character would look like as a human with this mask on their head.
Popeye's a sailor.
All right. Fucking gotta remember how to describe Popeye.
You would punch it.
That Ankh, as soon as Ankh puts this helmet on, his form changes, and he looks like a human. Larger muscles, slimmer body, but the only thing that is still wearing the same gear as Ankh, but you can also still see the helmet that is on his head. The one downside to this mask. But other than that, Ankh looks human now.
Where the hell did you get all that height, Unc?
Yeah, how tall are you as a human?
I would say I'm still relatively short, about 5'4" Pretty dang short for a human.
A 5'4" human that looks a lot like Popeye.
pretty dang tall compared to a Kenku or. Is normally 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah, you nearly doubled in size. Shit.
Leornin is definitely not surprised by this happening. In fact, he's got almost a smug look on his face. An insight if you want to get anything else from that, but
Let's see. Dice, you gonna work with me?
Nope.
Nope.
That's a double 2. All right. You've got this mask of disguise. I've actually got the description here as well. Mask of disguise. It's literally just wearing this mask creates a disguise to make its wearer appear human. It's essentially disguise self, but it only makes you look human. All right. Anything else you guys want to do? You've already punched him in the face and he's not really talking. Or do we want to call it here and you guys could continue the interrogation next session?
I'd be fine calling it here, but I feel like we are not going to be smart enough to know what you want us to interrogate.
Yeah, I'd be fine calling it here. I just want.
I mean, you
somebody
guys
other
kept
than
him alive.
stuff.
All right. I guess we'll call it there and we can discuss.
I thought
Later,
exposing him. I thought exposing him would be like publicly, and it would involve him having to be alive to do it, and then we turned into a combat encounter with him.
Yeah, you guys brought him to the woods to expose him, and he brought his most trusted allies with him, who already knew he was, or at least that he looked like that, so that he could attempt to not be exposed.
My thought process then is just throw him at the actual church and be like, look, he was actually a dragon. Your priest, your god lies to you. Turn to different religion. You're not the superior race.
I suppose we
Exactly.
will see that happening in the next session. All right. Thanks for joining for this session. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.